In the top left of the map, it is DPG ZEST. And in the bottom right, it's Bunny. All right. So, as I said, Bunny, this is a rough matchup. Bunny, he's been doing extremely well since joining Team Envy, and he has gotten leagues better. Absolutely. I don't think that is a question in anyone's mind that, that Bunny is really started to become one of the best. But with that being said, it's just that, well, it's ZEST. ZEST, of course, is kind of insane. He's kind of crazy. Kind of cracked at the game, as they say. So we'll have to see. It would be awesome if Bunny can get the win here, because of course for Team Envy, it would be worth it. Right now they're down 0-2. If you manage to get at least a game off of, if you manage to at least get a single game off ZEST, that does mean that Maru has a chance to tie it up, and that's probably the best chance that they will have to tie it up, because of course, well, it's Maru, and while Maru hasn't been performing insanely as of recent, he is still performing very, very well. But if ZEST does get the 2-0 like most players, or most people probably expect, then, well, that is going to be a swift end for Team Envy with DPG getting the win, and Maru, his match, not really minding or mattering, and that's really the risk you run. Having Maru play last is that if, in this matchup especially, if it gets to him and, well, it's already a 4-0, well, then he can't really try and work his magic. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. It's all relies on Bunny right now. And ZEST, well, he's going for a proxy pylon. He's going to be a little bit sneaky. He's going to be a little bit crazy here and see what he can get done. And, well, it's the proxy Stargate. And proxy Stargate has been... It's always had a spot in the meta. It's never been a build that has been common. Just because if it's scouted, you can really deal with it quite easily. And even if it's not, the chance of it getting damage is... it's higher than if you went for a normal Stargate. But the thing is, most Terrans usually will have units at home anyway to deal with it, especially if they go with just a regular, like Bunny is doing, like a regular mine drop. They'll have about 6 Marines already out to deal with it. Now we'll have to see if this is a regular mine drop. Some Terrans have been doing slightly different builds with it, and it does seem like Bunny might be going for 2 Widow Mines and 4 Marines instead. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what Bunny's doing. As the armory goes down, so this is going to be cloaked Widow Mines. You're going to have 4 Marines with it. You're going to have the medevac as well. And it's definitely dangerous. Especially, sorry, no, it's 3. What am I even talking about? What am I even talking about? Tell me, what am I talking about? I don't know. Apparently I'm delirious. I was right. It's 3 Widow Mines, but this is a Bunny special. It's off 1 base with 2 gas. It's going to be the cloaked Widow Mines. This is a build that he's done a ton in the past. But here's the issue. It's proxy Stargate. That means that you have nothing at home. You might have 3 Widow Mines across the map. But those 4 Marines, well, I don't know why they're not in the base, but they really do need to be, because here comes the Oracle Repair. Tries to go down onto the SCVs one at a time, but just not enough coming out from that repair to save them. 3 go down. That's a decent number, but ZEST does have to back up. Widow Mine drop with the cloak. Does manage to get a Stalker, and that's pretty worthwhile, as the Thor is the follow-up. And this is a build that I believe Bunny did against Stats in the GSL. This is a build that he is used to varying effect, and, well, we'll have to see how it does. There is no detection on the map right now for ZEST. He is trying to bring the Oracles back here to have the Revelations available. You still have 1 in the main, 2 in the natural. And mind you, that Revelation can be used to clear both of them up. Here it goes. Second Widow Mine shot. Only going to get 1 more pro, but there is the 1 in the main. We'll have to see if ZEST is keeping track of it. Does not look like he is. This shot can be big, but Bunny doesn't target it. No, Bunny's not worried about it. He's worried about the follow-up. He's right now, Bunny has a Thor. Thor is here! And there's Repair on the way for it. This is the all-in. It's 1 base. It's Bunny doing his special little build. No one else does this build. And, well, what does Zest have? He has Oracles, he has Stalkers, but that is it. He has Shield Batteries as well, but that is not a lot. And, well, these Oracles, they are going to get absolutely decimated by the Thor. So will the Stalkers. Pylons are getting focused down over the wall. Shield Batteries are going to be able to get up, though. That's absolutely massive for Zest, as the SCVs are very, very important to keep alive. They need to repair that Thor. And Zest with a good Shield Battery overcharge, actually going to be able to repair up the Shield Battery that's getting damaged. Zest going to be able to continue to warp in, but there is a second Thor that should be coming across the map fairly soon. Bunny going to try and force the issue. It's almost out of energy. Oh, the Void Ray gets focused down. The Void Ray is so crucial to holding on to this. The probes are trying to be pulled, but the Stalkers are going to block them away. There's still the grenade, though, from the Reaper. The pullback onto the Thor. Bunny is trying to make it work. The supply is dipping for Zest. All of the probes die. The Thor is still alive. The Oracles go down. The Stalkers are going to end up dropping one by one. And now it is a tank across the map. No second Thor. Bunny actually mixing up and going for a tank to help make the push a bit more sustainable. He gets the win. Bunny. Oh, Bunny. Oh, Bunny, oh, Bunny. He's looking to tie this up. Bunny is hungry to try and 2-0 Zest. This is going to be a proxy. You do not send out an SCV this early to scout. You don't say, I need to make sure they're not cheesing me, so I send out a 30-second SCV. No! You're cheesing! That's what's going on. It's going to be some sort of a proxy from Bunny. I have to imagine. I have to imagine. Come on. No, Bunny. Is this just a... It's just a... Okay. Come on, Bunny. Come on. Goes for the NG block. Never mind, it's no cheese. False alarm. Stop the presses. Halt the production of the newspapers. Bunny is not cheesing Zest 2 times in a row. Just the NG block. Which... The thing about the engineering bay block is, it's good. It works, but at the same time as well, it doesn't slow down Zest at all. Zest had to pull a few probes, and he still gets up his Nexus right at 135. He still gets into his Cyber Core at the right time. It just doesn't slow down Zest at all. You just have to feel like, no, maybe not really worth the early SCV and the mineral investment, although you do only end up losing, I think it's like 25 or so minerals. But Zest, well, he says, listen, you're gonna NG Bay block me? You think you could do that, kid? No! Zest is gonna go for a proxy pylon. Zest is gonna say, listen, I know you're slightly delayed because of that. You did spend a lot of minerals there, so that just means that you're gonna have less production early on. So he's once again gonna go for that proxy Stargate. And another reason why you do this is because you know that there is actually not really a way for the Terran to be going into factory play off of this. And it's a great read from Zest because again, you can commit that money early on. You can't really get a second gas before your expansion because of it. And that just means that you really, as the Terran, you want to be trying to produce as many units as possible here to defend if there's early depths, if there's anything like that. So you can go into a factory, but the Protoss will just have a bit more momentum. And Bunny, well, that's why he's going into this 3 racks. He's going to be preparing for a follow-up timing attack off 2 bases. Well, how well, though, does 3 racks deal with Proxy Oracle? Not the best. Not the best. You need to have your Marines in the right spot, so Zest should at least be able to get, again, 3 worker kills at the least done with this. Especially because these Marines right now positioned in that natural base, trying to stop the Adept from shading in. There's a stim pack on the way. Second tech lab started up as well. Oh, Zest. Oh, Zest. This is gonna be a bit more aggressive, but for now, the Oracle will see how much damage it gets done. Does manage to skirt by the Marines. Says, nope, I'm not gonna deal with that. Actually, don't need to. Manages to get 2 probes, but then it's going to back off. And well, why does Zest pop down that proxy gateway? It's because he is going for a bit more pressure than not. He's not going into that 3rd base. Nope. He wants to kill Bunny right here, right now, and that's gonna be with Blink. This is 3-gate Blink at the moment. We'll have to see if a 4th gate is added on. I don't imagine it will, because you don't really need it. The Oracle getting really low here, but picks off a Mule, and that's pretty massive. Zest just trying to do the most that he can with this slight tempo advantage that he does end up having, and oh my god. Bunny. Bunny! He's not taking a third base, Bunny! You don't need to NG Blade Pocket! You don't need to! Zest, of course, will take his third base eventually, but Bunny once again does throw down the NG block. This one is actually getting more value than the first one he did, because Zest did want to take that third base right about now, and now he does have to wait an additional 20 or so seconds to get it up, but there is still going to be the blink follow-up for Zest. He's still moving those stalkers across the map, will have the warp and point available as well, and excuse me, does manage to get that revelation off and see that the tech labs are being built, sees that this is in fact that 3 racks, confirms it, confirms in fact that this will be the push to boot. And what is the answer here for Zest? Because of course the push is going to come across the map. You have stim, you have combat shields, you're going to have concussive shell as well available for this Marine Marauder force. So what is the playstyle here for Zest? Well, he's going to try and poke around with these stalkers, and of course, the best way to defeat a Terran push is to really stop it before it gets across the map. He's already forced out a stim, and that's absolutely massive, because mind you, there are no medevacs with this push. If you stim early, that health is gone forever, and there's another stim from Bunny, and Zest can just blink away. He can just back up. He picks off a few Marines, gets a third stim from a small group of Marines. Bunny just, you can't push now. You've lost so much health because you had to stim to try and force away the stalkers. Zest handling this masterfully. And what does Bunny have at home? Well, he has the starport finally built, getting the reactor on top of it, but there's no third base, and there's really going to be no attempt to take one. He's just going to focus down the bunker. Zest is trading units for free. He's not losing stalkers. He's blinking it back. He's getting free damage here as long as his micro is good. Now here come the additional warpins, the charge on the way, the Templar archives. Zest really doing so much work right now, trying to pick off Marauders. The focus fire comes through, but again, this bio, it's quite powerful, and as soon as that medevac comes out, the stalkers can't really push the issue any longer, because this bio will start to be healed up, but it's so low. Five more gates, Zest. Well, there's the efficiency. I didn't know if the observer was gonna pop anything up, but yeah, Zest loses his first stalker of the game. That's the first loss that Zest has had. He has traded without losing anything. We'll lose a second stalker. Zest, this is surprisingly inefficient. Loses a third, Zest. Oh my. But Bunny here, not really in the best spot, is going for an armory already. Two more barracks on the way, Widow Mines and medevacs. It's a powerful ground force for Bunny, but the issue is Zest has not taken the fourth base. He's not been that greedy. No, he's added on 5 more gateways, and he's going into charge lots. He's getting his upgrades up right now. I don't know if Bunny can really push this. I don't know if he can try and push the issue. His Zest very, very soon is going to explode in supply. High Templar are going to be seen by the scan, and that is nice to know as the Terran that that threat is now on the field, but no Storm for Zest means that, well, this is just going to be, I believe, for Archons, and the Storm doesn't pop up on that upgrades tab, but here it comes. Here's the push from Zest. Has a whole lot of charge lots. The Blink Stalkers as well means that he can trade as efficiently as he wants, takes some big Widow Mine hits, and Bunny has enough available to be able to push this back at first, but now here comes the High Templar, and I believe they do have Storm, yeah. Gonna be able to get down a Storm at first, a good hit. The second one, not as good, but the third right on top of a bunch of Widow Mines, and again, gonna try and clean up the burrowed units. One more Storm available, goes down, manages to get a good hit onto a bunch of SCVs, and the bio, another one as well. Zest just zoning everything back. Once again, trading fairly efficiently here. Does lose quite a bit of Zealots, and, you know, does lose all the energy on his High Templar, but, well, you will take that for being able to clean up so much of the army of Bunny. +1 will be finishing up soon for the Red Protoss. Bunny has started his +2, and of course that is going to kind of be his next timing, I think, for Bunny. There's no real opening until then with the army that he has standing right now. Oracle does get picked off, and that's a nice pick off for Bunny. It just means that, hey, those tags, those revelations aren't going to be available for ZEST as often as you would probably like. Now Widowmine's being burrowed into that third base. 6 probes going down. Oh, the Warp Prism as well. Might just get picked off, but ZEST on the other side is going to commit it, and he's going for the killing blow. He has Storms, he has Stalkers, Zealots, and a few Archons just to boot. This is an absolutely killer army from the Protoss, and well, the boys are trying to kill the High Templar. That's not really going to work out. I think they actually did end up killing one. Impressive, but everything is going to get shredded here for Bunny. He's losing all of his mineral lines. It's straight on into the main base, and ZEST has pulled the probes. He has so many minerals available. He can just expand to one of Bunny's bases, and Bunny's pushing in, but it's with a very, very small army. I mean, just look at the army supply. It's 95 to 55. The base race was not the call here. It was not the option for Bunny. Everything is getting picked off as it's produced. He doesn't have ghosts available. And even if you clean up this base, ZEST still has a third, still has warpins available there. Oh, it's hard to say that Bunny's going to be able to come out this one with the win. I mean, there's no workers left for Bunny. He has a few command centers. Well, he has one command center now, and that one hasn't lifted off the dead space, so it is going to get picked off, and as soon as that happens, well, does Bunny have left? He has a bunch of flying buildings, and those are just going to have to hide. It's still a massive army advantage for ZEST, and it's versus an army of Bunny that has no micro-ability against what ZEST has. It's bio. It's Marines, Marauders, and a lot of medevacs. A lot of that supply is in medevacs, and that's an issue. Bunny, he's getting revealed. He kills, he kills the natural, kills the main, kills the third, but it does not going to be enough. ZEST, he pretty much can just run half his army across the map and clean it up, and then still be killing buildings on the other side. You see, that's actually exactly what he's doing. That's exactly what he's doing. Stalker's just blinking away, trying to pick off units as much as ZEST can, and now the storms are going to come through as well as the feedbacks available. GG is called. ZEST brings it to 1-1. That means that DPG is up 3-1 in the series, and Maru, he has to get a 2-0 here.